If you're a flutist and you want to improve your improvising, there's three things that I recommend you do every day that you practice your flute. And it doesn't have to take more than 5 or 10 minutes. And the third of three is to practice playing along with the 1 to 5 backing track. And by 1 to 5, I mean the one chord starting on the first note of the scale, and the five chord, the 1 3 5 shaped chord that starts on the fifth note of the scale. So, for example, in C major, which I usually play in improv games to keep things simple, C major, or the note C's is the first note of the C major chord, the one chord, and 1 2 3 4 5 C D E F G. The five chord starts on G, and it's G B D. So if you want to play it safe for this and play the notes that are the most consonant, play the notes of the chord. So C E G and G B D. But in improv games, I like to play it first with just the arpeggios of the chord, and then play it next, a new iteration with all the notes of the scale, but spending most of your time on the consonant notes. I mean, music in life and art wouldn't be very beautiful if there weren't some tension and release, some dissonance for the consonants too, right? So here in Flutarians, we're learning how to color with the dissonance as well as the consonants. So one of the cool things about this backing track is that you can combine it with the music speed changer to play in any key signature. So the key of the day today for me is G flat major or F sharp major. And so I'll show you where you can find this backing track and how you can transpose it to any key. So here in the Flutarian school, if you go to the classroom, you can find the resources and backing tracks, and right here, the top 5 foundational chord changes, this is where you'll find the 1 to 5 backing track. Now, this one here, backing tracks, this shows all of them. There's more than 300 of them total, but the one that I'm going to be playing with right now is this one. So you could just click over here to download it, and I already have it downloaded, so I'll show you what it looks like in the music speed changer. So you just go grab it out of your downloads, and then I'm going to put it on repeat, and this is where you edit the pitch. So all right, you can hear that. So I'm going to change it to, let's see, should I go up? 1 2 3 4 5 6 up. So this should be G flat major now. So when you make your recordings and share it in the Flutarian's Improv Waterfall category, if you really want to strengthen that self-teaching muscle and accelerate your progress, I recommend commenting with these two things, or at the very least, writing them down on a sticky note or in your journal. What is one thing, at least one thing, that you liked and want to do more of? And what is one thing, at least one thing, that you might want to do differently next time? So here's my 1 to 5 improvisation in G flat major, and the reason I practice the 1 to 5 chord change first and foremost is because you find this chord change, some variation on it in most music, and if you can't play one chord change beautifully, how can you expect to play many chord changes beautifully? So first, get really solid on the 1 and the 5. Plus, there's plenty of music in the world that uses just these two chords. Let's do this as a duet, actually, if you want. So I invite you to join me and we'll trade fours. So I'll play for 4 bars, you play for 4 bars. I play for 4 bars, you play for 4 bars. And if you're a beginner, you're just as welcome to play along with me as more advanced flutists. And here's a tip. You can just play along on the first 3 notes of the scale. F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. And you can keep on playing along and responding to me on just those 3 notes. I'll make the first couple of calls with just those 3 notes, and then I'll expand and get a little bit more complex. So here come my first 4. Get ready for your next 4. Let's do a couple more. Last one. All right. Remember to record yourself, share your progress, and listen to your recordings. And I hope to be hearing you soon. P.S. This t shirt you can find in the Flutarian's Redbubble shop, and it's called We Come in Harmony. Hope to hear you soon.